GeneDaOx.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GeneDaOx, and today we are back with another video. All right, so in this video we're going to be going over this stamina damage high attack spear build. And just so you guys know, this is my first spear playthrough. This is new game plus as well, which is why you see the Ozma's wings on me via the transmog. But before you ask, no, we did not copy and paste a build from someone else's page. This is straight off the dome. This is something I came up with. We've been mentioning it in our past live streams for the past week or so. And we're excited, man. We're excited to bring this build to you. So hopefully you do like it. And if you have any suggestions on the build, please leave a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear your guys' feedback. We respond to every single comment and we'll get back to you in due time. All right. Let's go. We're going to jump right into this build. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and go into our weapons, go over to spear, and the spear that we are going to be using is going to be the Formless Warrior Spear. And if you go look at the fits attributes, this allows us to learn Assault Skyfall, which is pretty dope. I use it, especially when an enemy gets exhausted, so that's pretty cool. Under the random attributes, we went ahead and rolled damage multiplier increased by 5%. The damage increased by 6.3% and attack damage of 79. Now you can roll in a higher attack damage, but that's what we rolled, so we're going to go ahead and keep that for now. This is a part of the Deep Shadow set. It is a great set to wear. Definitely if you are not into mixing up your builds and you just want to stick to one build, that is a build I absolutely would recommend. But moving on to our headpiece, very important. So make sure you guys go to the jar guy and get yourselves some jar heads. For this build, we're going to be using the stunned jar. The stunned jar is going to allow us to have a set item requirement decrease of 1. Is going to allow us to be able to take advantage of that stamina damage increase of 15%, just simply because we went ahead and equipped the stun jar. The random attributes that we were able to roll into this is the damage increase of 8.2%, stamina recovery of 12.2%, and stamina damage increase of 7.3%. Moving on to the tops, we are going to go ahead and use the golden pauldrons for our chest piece. And immediately, if you look under set attributes, again, you can see, even though I only equipped one portion of this set, it's giving us the number 2 under the set attributes, which is dodge stamina cost decrease of 15%, which is pretty good because with this build, you do a lot of dodging as well. So under the fits attributes, we have rare assault stamina damage increase. Again, what did we notice in here? Stamina damage increase. All right, underneath the random attributes, max health, 297, max stamina 147, defense 483. Moving on, there's two options I've been playing around with. You can go with the golden gauntlet, which is going to give you a swift attack, stamina damage increase of 5%. Random attributes is going to be swift attack damage increase 7.6%, attack damage of 93, a charge attack stamina damage increase 6.6, and then if we equip this, it's going to also give us the rear assault stamina damage increase. So this right here is great setup as well, but for this particular build, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Executioner's Gauntlets. Underneath its attributes, damage multiplier increase of 3%, attack damage of 74, damage increase of 6.2%, stamina damage increase of 5.5%, and then stamina damage increase underneath the set attributes of 15%. Moving on. All right, so for the pants, we're going to equip the Deep Shadows leggings. Under fist attributes, we have frontal assault, damage multiplier increase 5%, fence under random attributes 510, max stamina 127, max health 272. And then because we went ahead and equipped it, that allowed us to get the frontal assault damage increase of 10% underneath the set attributes. Moving on to the shoes, we're just going to go ahead and equip the golden combat boots underneath the fist attributes. That's going to give us our swift attack stamina damage increase of 5%. We're also going to get the random attributes max stamina of 149, stamina damage increase of 5.4%, damage multiplier increase of 6.3%. And because we went ahead and equipped that jar, we're taking advantage of the set attribute rear assault stamina damage increase of 10%. So what's the common theme here? Stamina damage increase. Sure, we could have equipped another piece of the golden set and got into the trance damage increase of 20%, which is also nice. So that's why I said there is two options. You could go here for the gauntlets, right? If I put this on now, we get the trance damage increase if that works better for you. But you can just go ahead and equip the Executioner's Gauntlets, which is what we're using in the clips that you see. Moving on to the jewelry. All right, so for the necklace of strikes, that's what we're going to be using. We have the fixed attributes of dodge stamina cost decrease of 5%. Again, because we're dodging a lot with this build, that comes in handy. Random attributes, we have the attack damage of 68%, stamina recovery 9.5%, damage multiplier increase of 5.8%. And then also because we have the stun jar on, we get to take advantage of the rare assault damage increase of 20%, which is really nice. All right. For our ring, we're going to equip the ELAMEIN's ring, and fist attributes is going to give us a lightning attack damage of 5. I don't really use a lot of the consumables. It is a nice additive, especially visually, of course, but listen, if you have a lot of the lightning enhancers, then go ahead and use lightning. That's just going to give you extra damage there. Random attributes damage increase of 7%, attack damage of 105, and then stamina recovery of 10.7. And then also underneath the set attributes, we're taking advantage of confront damage increase. Now, confront in this game means when you're fighting one enemy. So if you have one enemy aggro onto you, either in the field, in the missions, or when you go into your boss fight, you only have that. Obviously, you have that one enemy there. You're going to take advantage of the damage increase of 10%. For our stats, we have vitality at 60, endurance at 68, strength at 10, willpower at 30, proficiency at 99. We're at level 218. Now take a look at our additional stats. Stamina damage increase is at 67.2%. Stamina recovery is at 208.1%. Dodge stamina cost decrease 52.9%. Received stamina damage decrease at 10%, and guard stamina damage decrease at 14%. All right, so if you pay attention to our attack direction, our frontal assault damage increases at 10%, frontal assault damage multiplier increases at 5%, frontal assault stamina damage increases at 15%, and if you look at the rear assault stamina damage increase is at 15%, rare assault damage increase is at 20%. Underneath our attack method, swift attack stamina damage increase is at 5%. Our battle status confront damage increase is at 10%. If we take a look at Khazan's memories, underneath our stamina damage increase, we're at a plus 12%. Damage increase, we're at a plus 12%. And then our damage multiplier increase, we're at a plus 8%. Just simply because we did not complete everything within the capital city the first time around. For our phantoms, we are using Keshta the Unyielding for a stamina recovery rate of 30%. And we've awakened both level 1 and 2, which increases stamina recovery rate by 30% for 15 seconds upon exhausting all stamina, and restores stamina by 15% when an enemy is exhausted. You do have another option here, which is Wolfred the Resilient for a frontal assault damage increase of 15%. And we've awakened level 1 and 2, which gains 0.5 spirit upon successful perfect counter, as well as a 0.5 spirit upon using a brutal attack against an exhausted enemy. All right, so under skill tree, the main things you want is everything underneath swift attack. You want the shadow cleave, as well as everything under spiral thrust. I'm using assault, everything underneath assault. If you don't like the assault, shadow reversal is also good for getting behind the enemies. Trance, have everything maxed out underneath trance. I'm using shadow strike instead of shadow reversal. With the shadow strike relics, you're able to get behind the enemies as well. So instead of using the shadow reversal, which is here to get behind the enemies, we're using shadow strike with it maxed out, and then that's going to allow us to get behind the enemies. Anything else is pretty much up to you, but those are the main skills that we're going to be using under spare. You want to make sure you have everything maxed out underneath resources. We pretty much have everything maxed out underneath brutal attack, and under counter attack, you want everything maxed out under counter attack. Phantom form, we're not really using phantom form all too much, but more so this one right here, phantom form death denial, is pretty much one of the most important ones you want, just because if you are about to die, you'll automatically transform into phantom form, and that will prevent you from dying all the way out. All right, guys, that is it for this build. Please let me know if you decide to use it, and if you've done anything to the build to make it better. Leave a comment down below and I will be sure to get back to you. As a reminder, we do have a dual wields build on our page. Be sure to check that one out as well, and do the same thing. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've used it and if you've done anything to make the build better. Please leave a like on this page, and if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and help us out and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so that you're notified when we go live. We would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, your boy GeneDaOx is out. Deuces.